primary purpose is to get you thinking about where all the opportunities for collaboration sit within this community in the Greater Manchester area. If you're not prepared to put the opportunities out there, you miss all the chances there are to collaborate and actually get more bangs for your buck out of the opportunity.
What we really are trying to achieve is to get SMEs talking and working with each other, but also up and down the supply chain. So retrofitting really is one of those areas that actually fits really well in terms of Manchester's real strength in science and in digital technology, along with a city priority, which is retrofitting, particularly in its building stock.
Clearly Manchester's reinvented itself hugely in the last 10-15 years, and with a first-class transport system which is extending, and which incidentally is powered by renewable sources. City again, which is culturally diverse and something that people want to invest in, and that will include critically now the low carbon agenda. And we estimate that over the next 5-10 years we can expect an investment receipt on that investment of 8 to 10 billion pounds. Now that's clearly going to have to come from private sector institutions. However, the good news is they're really up for this. They recognise there are returns on investment. The other good news for Manchester is we are able to create scale and volume in terms of the retrofit programme. Scale and volume of minimum £50 million and upwards. Those are sort of figures that will get Japanese investment banks, as they have done, over to the UK to come and look at what we're doing. But on the other side of that low carbon economic area is the critical thing to me about capturing that economic opportunity. How do you, as businesses, get part of that market?
As you all know, public sector funding for economic development and business support is being drastically reduced. However, we're still going to be around for the next 12 months as EnviroLink Northwest delivering this programme. It's primarily aimed at the small and medium-sized enterprise communities, and it's all about creating linkages between people who make stuff in the environmental sector, people who can use those materials, the buyers, the people who are actually the ultimate end users of these technologies, and also making linkages between the academic and research community to develop new products and new solutions for the marketplace.
While Siemens is a large German manufacturer and R&D facility, we are actually creating a large opportunity here in Manchester, and it shows our commitment to the Manchester area. We're about to build a new renewable engineering centre here in Didsbury at the far end of the car park. It'll employ around about 400 to 500 people, and it's going to be a global test facility for offshore wind technologies, basically around the concept of bringing the power from further offshore to onshore technologies. And again, I'm skimping over these things, but it's a bit more of an investment for Siemens in the area. We are providing funding for the Carbon Trust. Unfortunately, I don't have much detail about that, apart from it's £550 million, and it's basically through Siemens Financial Services who will be making capital available to projects through the Carbon Trust.
Lots of people that want to talk to us about things going forward, which is good.
In terms of all the opportunities in Manchester, talking £1 billion projects, and I want a slice of it. So it has been really useful.
Yeah, it's been very interesting and a good day.
There's some very good opportunities. Looking at the original list that went on the slides the first thing this morning, there were a number of sectors and there were a number of values of monies for each sector, and went into the billions, which just suggests to me in the next 5-10 years there's going to be a huge amount of opportunities in the Manchester area.
Hope that when we get in touch with you in the future and say, are there any things happening on the collaboration front, you're able to say, actually, yes.